Welcome back, everyone. Sorry for the little delay there, but that's quite all right. Will Stewart, Sean Green, Nick DeShera, per usual, here for our CSC Division number 1 here, as we've got Kenny Doyle taking on Gabe Steffen this evening. Sean, you ready for this action?
Man, what a festive evening of darts. You can see I'm wearing my ugly Christmas sweater jersey. It says Merry Christmas back there instead of Chive On. You're welcome. And buddy, I can't wait. Sunshine State Santa. Which, by the way, why did I create a nickname that has 3 S's when I can't use my S's properly when I speak? So that's awesome. But let's talk the real important part tonight, bud. These guys are playing for quite a bit of money. And I'm not talking about just the winner. The loser automatically is guaranteed $600 tonight. Pretty good payout.
Decent.
I'd be happy with it.
Yeah.
I mean, to say the least.
But
However,
what
if you
about that next
win,
place? Yeah, what about that next place?
you are guaranteed at least $1,300.
So $700 jump, if I can do my math
Yeah.
correctly. That's
The
pretty
only
big.
jump, the only jump that's bigger is from second to first place. So this is the major point in the match where the money is such a big factor in this. And do you think that we have a lopsided matchup tonight?
Well, now that I look and see that Gabe is literally given a prediction of 9-8 here, so he is definitely tuning in. You just give it to us straight here. I mean, when we look over these averages, well, you can kind of hear it for yourself and see what you think. But I mean, there's just a little bit of a difference, I'd say. Just
Timing's
touch.
gonna have to be there for Gabe. Let's
Yes.
put it that way. He
Yeah.
will need to have timing be an absolute factor for him. He
Yeah.
might need to win diddles, um, to have a shot at this. It's not. There's no way that this is not doable, and I'm
Yeah.
not saying
No.
that. But if we're looking at odds here, and we are the odds makers for Vegas, Kenny would be heavily favored.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at Kenny's stats here, and then we'll go over Gabe's here. I know that Nick is patiently waiting in the background, so of course, Sunshine State Santa. There, you're catching me up as well, Sean. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Playing for 30 plus years, throwing those super dart. Kenny Doyle, 16.5 gram barrels, and as you can see, the NPR 5.35, a 59.4 win percentage. And how about these ones? A 61 9 marks, 114 7 marks, 99 5 marks, and 5 white horses.
Yeah.
For a current 69 games. Now, what about Gabe?
Yeah. So before we get to Gabe, I just want to say that Kenny, that's first place in 9 marks, and it's by a lot. Like we're talking like 13.
Yeah.
And then you know how like some people get unlucky and they hit 8 marks when they really throw 3 triples. And so it doesn't really count as a 9 mark, and so we don't say boom goes to dynamite, and that doesn't really count for anything except for 8 marks. Well, Kenny's leading in that category too. He has 10 of those. So he's just he's scoring power is dominant, man. But let's talk about Gabe Steffen, because he might be the underdog. He's been playing for only 4 years, but I think he's here to shock the world, to be a little Grinch tonight. All right. Nickname is Nux. All right. Yeah, I get you. He's throwing the Dynasty Kyle Liddicky, lids to 18 gram darts, throwing a 4.70 NPR. Now, that's a pretty big difference, 0.65 difference in NPR there. Is a lot, but it can be overcome. His previous matches, he lost to Mike Maloney 9-1. That was a bit of a spanking that was put on by Mike. Thanks a lot, Mike. Rude. But he did defeat 3 Wisconsinites, Wigman, Schmitz, and Anderson, to get to this point. 22 9 marks with 1 white horse, 43 7 marks, 59 5 marks. He's only played 48 games compared to Kenny Doyle's 69 games. So he's played a lot more. So there's a little bit more of or he's played a lot less. So there's even less experience, I guess you would say, for him. But we'll see what happens, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen. I mean, when you look at that difference, that is a 21 game difference, not a 25 like Mike Maloney said there. But hey, that's okay, Mike. But no, I mean, when you look at that and then you kind of look at the averages and do a little math, it is swayed towards Kenny's favor just a little bit. Not by a massive amount, but it's definitely a noticeable amount. So we'll see if Nux can pull this off, and then I don't think his nickname will be Nux anymore. It'll have to be the Grinch.
Oh yeah, especially with Gabe as the first name, Gabe the Grinch Steffen. It works
Come on
perfectly.
now.
Well, if you've never watched before, let's go over the format and specific rules for the CSC Challenger Series. It is a double elimination style tournament. Players play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket, which I love, with a cork or 3-dart count-up to start the match. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. If either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until the deficit is reduced to 2 legs. This is the PPD player advantage rule. If we go the distance, players will cork to start in the last leg decider. Let me put you on the spot here. What wins? How does Gabe win this match tonight?
I don't know. You just put in the chat. Wait, Kitty is a full dart better. I have him 9-6. You just put it in the chat. Okay. I'll just roll with that for Gabe then. I got Kitty 9-6 apparently.
Oh, that's wait. Kenny's a full dart better. Oh, that's so great. No, he says I have him 9-6. I think he's saying like he'll win 9-6.
Hey, who knows? I
That's
think
so
I would
funny.
take it the other way, but
Well, he won
hey,
the diggle.
all right.
So there you go. Well, guys, you're going to see a little bit of an interesting viewpoint here. We had a screen issue, which is why we started a few minutes late. So it really was Nick's fault. But we are doing the best we can here. You can see we have just kind of zoomed in on the board cam as well as the scoreboard. So that's what we're going to be looking at. It's a little bit tougher to read, a little bit brighter for our eyes. But
We're gonna be getting a lot more of them beard hairs from
oh
Kenny
yeah,
Doyle.
we're
Oh
going to see some up
baby.
close and personal shots at some nose hairs.
We're
And
gonna
a 7 mark that'll start off for Gabe. And man, that is not easy to read. I'm telling you what.
No, it is not, but we're gonna have to deal with it nonetheless. Big 7 mark there, and let's see if Kenny can start us off with another one. No,
Ooh,
just a
only
4
4.
mark there for him. Yeah. Surprising, but maybe Kenny's just working himself into this one. Tough to say after a first start, but folks, looking forward to this exciting match. Hope you are as well. Look at Gabe starting us off with some excitement.
Yeah, he's throwing very well early on in this. Hey guys, A to Z Darts is sponsoring tonight's live stream. So they're doing a live stream giveaway, and A to Z Darts is giving away a winner's choice of any custom CSC jersey design. They are featuring the brand new Boom Goes the Texan design. You may choose that jersey or any other CSE season design, or, and this is a weird statement for me to say, any of the other Boom Goes the Dynamite series designs because there's more than one. Tonight's raffle winner will get to personalize their jersey with a name, choose their preferred collar type, and pocket type, if any. All you have to do is leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button, let us know who you have in this one, let us know where you're tuning in from. Automatically, we'll enter you in for your chance to win.
Yeah, pretty good prize there, and many more states to come. We're excited to see how that goes. Honestly, a little freaky and weird that this has taken off as it has, but all right. Nonetheless, pretty cool. In the background, you can see some supporters here. I think that's Nick Selepic, Austin Braswell, Skylar Carpenter. Shout out to the Skybox crew there trying to help us out get this board situation fixed because we all know Kenny Doyle was not putting his hands on that board. He said, nah, I'd rather not, as he puts in a nice 9 mark. Our first one of the
Well,
night. What do you say?
boom goes the sleigh bells for Santa there.
Oh, man. Ho, ho, ho. Here we go.
Let's see if Santa can give us some more presents. I'm surprised he went 16s there.
I was a little as well, but I mean, honesty, he's just trying to hold on here, but it's gonna take what at least 4 marks here. Goes ahead and close it early. Why
Okay.
not?
Ooh, let's see if we can get a white horse here from Kenny Doyle.
This
He's
would
got
be
5 of them.
that would be a fantastic shot here.
He has 5 of them.
Oh,
Oh,
now to the bull? No, you
no.
go ahead and close.
Okay. Well, bonjour, Mr. Richard. Ramsey, Minnesota, and I like Kenny in this one. How about Knox County, Indiana, for Alyssa Shade? Seth Shade's better half. So you got Bicknell, Indiana, watching along with us. Teddy Tristani from Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. The Wisconsinites are going to be cheering on Kenny because Gabe's been the Wisconsinite killer this CSC Challenger Series season.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
big darts from Kenny
that
Doyle.
that
He
is
asked the
massive.
question. He's asking the question of the young pup, 4 years playing darts, Mr. Gabe Steffen. Are you going to go double bowl, single bowl? You sure are. Question answered.
Great opener if you're Steffen. 5.35 compared to a 5.57 for Kenny. So good stuff there for him. How about the tail of the tape before we get on to this second leg for Gabe? It was the first round tie up between Todd Wegman and then Kevin Schmitz, Bob Anderson, and Mike Maloney put him in the loser's side where he is currently at. For Kenny Doyle is Steve Hennings, Brian Dennis, Leonard Gates, who put him in the loser's side, Kevin Schmitz, and then Brett Davis.
Yep. Meredith McGee saying Kenny's just warming up. Had to give him an early Christmas present. So she is also there in the background somewhere at Skybox. The Skybox crew last time did the wave for us when Kenny hit a 9 mark. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Of
to
course.
see that. We're gonna have to see that again, by the way.
Oh, well, how about a 7 mark there for Kenny? He goes back to back on the 7s to open up this leg. And Santa's not messing around. And I do love that they also listen into us while the CSC Challenger Series is going on. I know Mr. Nick Slepic, Skinny Nick, is watching along. He tends to have his headphones in, listening.
Skinny Nick, that may be a new nickname. There you see a wave. Good stuff. I just call him the Playboy.
Oh, there you
He'll,
go.
he'll get a chuckle out of that one.
Big darts there from Kenny. Yeah, Nick does always ends up with good-looking women around him at all times, doesn't he?
He's an attractive guy. Come on now. Come on now. Wingman coming up in Vegas. Here we go. Don't tell the wife. Just kidding. Just kidding.
15s. Oh, Kenny, will you just hit a 9 mark? What are you doing, Kenny? Ooh, look at Travis Nystrom in there. Santa will slay away with the W. I love it. Someone up there said, rooting for the hometown hero. I really hope that's Gabe.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think.
A lot of South Dakota in the chat.
Oh, yeah. You love to see that.
Yeah.
You love to see that. The Dakota, South Dakota, North Dakota, they show a lot of support to their players. There's no denying that. We see it at NDA every year we go to. We see it at the PPD every time we're there as well with TOC.
Yeah, NDA is usually a big tournament. I'm sad to be missing that. As Kenny Doyle takes out his first leg, 1-1 score line here early and often. 5.6 something. If you just get out of the way, we'd be able to see.
Yeah, that may be a tough task for us to pull off tonight as far as averages. We'll just be honest. So I'm just going to not even worry about it because, well,
Let's burn it to the ground.
yeah, it's all right. It's quite hard. At least we got a glimpse of this match this evening. Kudos to our production guy, Mr. Nick DeShare in the background, who's worked hard this evening to make this happen, as well as the numerous people back there at Skybox for their efforts as well. So we want to give them a shout out.
Well, back-to-back 7s to start off this leg. Skylar Carpenter saying, I'm trying to get everyone to do the wave, but he keeps hitting 7 marks. Jeff Hartman saying, smooth leg win for Triple S, Kenny Doyle. Triple S. Sunshine State Santa. I love it.
That is good. That is good.
Well, Triple S is trying to. Well, he's going to throw another 7 mark, isn't he? Yep. Just 7 mark Santa. I know when I get a chuckle out of Nick that someone else laughed. Wow. Good close there from Gabe. Just keeping a little bit of control here in this leg. Let's see what Kenny can do on the 18s.
Can they take advantage here?
Boom goes the sleigh bells. Kenny Doyle.
That will work. Granny's still down in
Wow.
points now.
Oh, Gabe almost came right back with one.
Great, yeah, great efforts there from Gabe. Kenny looking to give it right back. Here we go.
Grace Rick saying Gabe is slaying.
He'll take a look, won't he? Won't he?
He
No, he
will
won't.
not. They're throwing a 7-5 and a 6-5. This is not the darts I know how to play. There goes the 18s. Back to the 20s. How about it? There's one of those 8 marks. The South Dakotan filling up the board.
That will do. It puts Kenny under pressure here, forces him to hit at least a 6, and it's not going to happen for him here in this round. Steffen to take full advantage of this leg here. And look at those averages, 6'8", 6'8". Holy moly baloney.
I don't know how to tell you guys this, but I'm pretty sure Gabe is listening to this tonight. As he said, not even a boom when he hit the 8 mark. We don't give it out for 8 marks, man.
We'll give you a holy
Stop listening,
sweet honey iced tea. How about that? There you go.
Boom goes the Floridian. That's how you hit a 9 mark right there. Kenny Doyle, his third. Still waiting for the first from Gabe.
How is this guy listening right now? There's no way. Sure, certainly not.
I don't know. I'd be laughing if I were him. Now that I know, just gonna mess with him. You better turn it off. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. Kenny triple 10 on dart number 1, just above. Is the door open? He nudged it close.
He's nudging, but he's gonna have to slam it here, and slamming it's tough to do when these guys are throwing 6 pluses. My word.
There's a good 6 right there. Stayed on it. Does not get the point lead, but there's a little tap on the shoulder here for Gabe.
Gabe's gonna just take a deep breath and get this one too.
Oh, one more dart. Got it done. Double bulls the last one too. 5.56 to a 6.38 lost that leg.
That is insane, isn't it?
Let me
That
repeat
is
that.
insane.
I don't think I've ever shot a 6.36 in my life, and I would be damned if I'm going to be the one to lose with it. That's insane. You can see the wonderful Skybox crew back there. Yeah, that's Kaylee Beard and Dad.
Interesting post made by the one and only Mike Maloney the other day. I don't know if you caught that one, where he said the very first averages for the CSC streams, where he like announced the highest averages, and I think we were sitting at like a 5.38 or a 5.4 was the highest performing averages for the season.
Yeah, they called
that.
They called it the Brian Dennis God mode performance because at the time it was that incredible because we weren't used to something like that.
And now it's just like, we're used to seeing it, aren't we?
Well, it's the competition's gotten better. The players that have been playing in the CSC Challenger Series for all 4 seasons have gotten better, more consistent. They're now starting to get used to this format of a race to 9 all cricket, which I think needs to be said is that there is experience gained from playing in this format. to where they can be more consistent over longer periods of time. And I think we're seeing that shift a little bit. And I mean, we're seeing averages in Division Two
Yeah.
that are nuts.
Oh, I mean, it's unreal. But that's this kind of action that we're seeing here in this CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. You got to get involved. If you are not, why not? DartsTOC.com. Check out your vendor near you. How about a 9? Come on.
Boom goes the dynamite. And how about a shout out to the wave in the background?
Hey-o.
Oh, I love it, man.
One interesting thing to note here is one of the big wins of the season for Gabe was over Kevin Schmitz, which we saw last time we saw Kenny on the stream pressure him hard, shoot a bunch of 9 marks. They almost broke the record in that match, and it was quite the showing. So just know that Gabe does have the X factor in him. It's just all about timing, like you guys said.
Well, if he keeps on getting into the chat and commenting on what just happened instead of throwing his darts, he's going to have a heck of a time of focusing on this.
Hey,
That's why you take away the 17s, is what he said in the chat right after Kenny hits a 9 mark on him.
I've heard of people
That's why
doing a
it
lot.
took him a while to throw.
I've heard of a lot of people doing different things to keep their mind off the match, such as I like to have a dance or listen to some music, kind of get loose. Well, I don't know how he's staying away from a match by listening to the match. I just don't know about that one. Gabe, what are you doing, bud?
We're not even good commentators. There's no reason to be listening to us.
Not at all. I mean, we're not Chris Berman or
Big
anything like
darts there
that.
from Kenny. Whoop! Brian Henry, what is up, brother?
Although Chris Berman was a darts commentator at one point.
Was he?
He did do a couple lead-ins for some darts.
I like it.
Yeah, how about that? Pretty cool little factoid. How about Kenny Doyle to the 16s?
Man, those sleigh bells are ringing right now. Trying to win this leg to make it 2-2. I will say this. Gabe is showing so far that this is going to be a good match. If he can keep up this, I mean, he beat Kenny when Kenny threw a 6.38. That tells you that he's ready to battle in this one.
I think
it's going to go down to the wire.
I think the question for me is what happens in leg 8, 9, 10. For me is what happens there that can really decide this one out. We will see. I think that could be the point where we see somebody really take over this match. Nick, what's your thoughts, bud?
I mean, knowing that you're at a massive average difference, knowing that it's over half a mark, it's a very tough spot to be in because you're going to have to consistently beat the odds, and then you're going to do that by shortening games. You can't let it come down to averages over time. Kenny's going to point more than he normally would because he knows the numbers are on his side, and vice versa. Gabe needs to be aggressive, take these big shots, and not be afraid to close when other times you would traditionally point.
Don't hear anything from him the whole time, and then he spiels out a fight. No, I'm just kidding. That was perfect, Nick. Thank you. Appreciate the input. Love it.
A lot of the chat is really giving us ideas that we've, I think, talked about before of miking up players, even when we're at like events. And then we quickly realize how we speak. Boom goes the dynamite there for Kenny Doyle. How we speak when we play darts versus when we do commentary. And we would get kicked off of every platform. That we would have to put like a parental advisory sign. We'd have to do it on OnlyFans only.
Something that I'd really enjoy doing is, and I've already thought about doing, I've actually done it one time, is miking up a player to where I could talk to them as well. And then that's just complete shifter because then it's like, yeah, you can't do it in an important match because they definitely don't want to be talking to anybody. That's for sure. But it does add another effect because then you can ask them like, hey, what's your opinion on that little shot there that you just shot? Oh, I hate it. I love it. Whatever, you know. Big trip 18 for Kenny. moving right along, looking to steal this leg.
Well, that's how you do it right there. Kenny Doyle. That's why he leads in 9 marks in the CSC Challenger Series this session. And he's about to take a 3-2 lead and break the throw for Gabe for the first time.
Yeah, Gabe, for the first time, we're seeing him not throw kind of alongside what Kenny's been throwing. He's unfortunately just throwing a 3 here. But, I mean, we've seen it before. I mean, Kenny's one of those few, like Leonard, that can just keep consistent throughout a match where we see others dip and dive.
6.75. A 6.75, man.
Yeah. It's insane, isn't it? So far I have averages for Kenny at 5.57, 6.38, 5.67, and 6.75.
And you missed one.
And that's the one we missed was leg 2, but I think that was a 5+, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. This is, I mean, interesting there from Gabe. He does not point. He 5 mark, opens, but it closes the 20s and then leaves the 19s with just 2 marks on it. Yeah, Kenny. Whoop. Now what's he going to do? Stay on him point.
I mean, the philosophy was right there. Again, the shorten the leg mentality. The difference is the execution wasn't. Although Kenny kind of let him get away with it, as Gabe's now going to have the advantage, but he's going to try to keep these games short. He has to.
Hey,
Just
if you're
to
looking
remind.
for a,
You're welcome. I had to get you because you got me so many good times before. I had to get
you
you.
actually forgot.
No,
I'm
heck
staring at
no.
this right now.
Not me.
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh yeah.
never. I've never
Well,
forgotten. Go ahead,
anyway,
buddy.
if you're looking for a one-off darts jersey or have an idea that you'd like to see come to life, Magic Wear Sports Apparel is a custom made-to-order jersey company dedicated to offering teams, businesses, and leagues their dream sportswear. There are endless design possibilities with sublimation printing, so no matter what your concept is, it can be done. Is it a Jim Halpert jersey? Is it a Harry Potter team jersey that I know that my friends had done from Magic Wear?
What if it's a unicorn that says magical AF with flames coming out of its butt?
Hey, they'll do it.
They'll do it. They've already done it.
So take a look at their website to browse different design options that suit your budget and needs at magicwear.com.
That was a great drop on Sunday of that jersey, by the way. Go check it out for yourself. Magical indeed. Well, Gabe.
Sorry. Boom goes the dynamite. I guess Gabe had one while I was reading.
Oh,
Why don't you guys tell me about it?
It's always going to happen, man. I mean,
every time.
Every time. As soon as you start a spiel, it happens. And look at this. The beards are out tonight.
He had a 5.65 leg too, Maya Berger said. Wow, Kenny. Show us how you really feel, bud.
Looks like they're playing in a little mixed doubles or something over there, the beards.
There's the point. He's going to have to stay there. And, ooh, that's a big dart there. Keeps winning darts out of Kenny Doyle's hands.
Does, but we'll see what Kenny does. Does he add pressure?
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
wow.
Indeed. Look at this.
And double pull. Well, Gabe, either you hit 3 bulls or you lose this leg. And he is up to the task again. Gets it done in 2 darts one more time. Big darts from Gabe Steffen. The Grinch isn't going down without a fight, man.
Yeah, Kenny steals one away, but Gabe recovers 3-3 as we go into our last leg before our break. Who's going to take the advantage? Who will not have it? We will find out here. Don't forget, A to Z Darts raffle this evening for a CSC Challenger Series jersey of a Boom Goes the Whatever You Want, pretty much. As there's a Texan, there's a Wisconsinite, there's a Florida, or you can just get the original Boom Goes the Dynamite or the CSC Challenger jersey. I mean, that's like 5 different options, man. That is.
There's really actually 7 different options because you got the 4 Boom jerseys and the 3 CSC jerseys.
Beautiful. Thanks.
Yeah.
There's so many options. It's just mad.
We're soft tippers. It's tough for us to do that math even.
As Mike told us earlier.
Big darts from Kenny Doyle. How about this? Sunshine State Santa is no longer slaying around. Gabe has just stayed with him though.
No, I mean, Gabe has only had that one kind of down leg in that 5th leg where it was about a 3 average there. But he's really hung with Kenny here tonight.
Big darts from Kenny Doyle. Boom goes the dynamite.
He
has 7.
That is the most expression we've seen from him as he looks back and gives a little finger point to the gang there at Skybox.
Yeah, he almost did a little Brendan Dolan. Yeehaw with the finger, you know?
That was fantastic. Or what was it? Frantastic that we said the other night?
That was so good.
We're just going to have to start having little sayings for
Gabe
a CSC here.
Gabe with a dynamite drop in. He's kind of good.
He's kind of good. This is just great. This is great.
So listen, if you're insane enough to comment on your own match as it's happening, in the moment of it happening, all hats off, because I could never do it.
Kicks immediately. Wow.
Oh,
come on, Kicks. Come on.
There's Francisco. I said Kicks 99% of the time.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Other than the 4 times you said the other one.
Gabe pulls the last dart into the 12, and Kenny bullseye. And that will make it a 4-3 scoreline going to the break. But we got ourselves quite a battle here in Division 1, bud.
This is outstanding so far. I mean, like I said, there was only that one leg where there was a slight dip from Gabe, but so far an interesting matchup here this evening. We're looking forward to the rest of this. How about some interviews from our players? And then we'll be right back with more as we are in our top 6 of CSC Challenger Series Division number 1. We'll be right back.
Pay attention to Kenny's interview style. He has a brand new style. It's changed completely. You're going to love it. And also enjoy Nick Teixeira's background.
Fantastic.
I am Gabriel Todd Steffen. I play out at the Wood Nickel and Crook, South Dakota, and our operator is MG Oil.
Well, Gabe Steffen making his CSC stream debuts. Welcome, as it is a pleasure to have you on here with me. For those that are going to be watching you for the first time, can you give us a little history of how long you've been playing darts and what got you into the sport?
I've been playing for 4 years now. Was just randomly at a bar throwing and got asked to play a night and pretty much been hooked ever since.
Well, for 4 years, you're doing quite the work as this CSC season is almost over and you're in the top 6 people. There's 5 weeks left if you double dip at the end here. How do you feel like the season's been going for you?
Yeah, I plan on double dipping, so 5 weeks, huh? That's pretty cool. It's been a lot of fun. These guys are great, and they're definitely telling me I got a lot of work to do moving forward.
Well, you have work in front of you tonight because you were playing Kenny Doyle. Your average difference between you two is about a 0.65 MPR. What's going to be your game plan to take the sunshine out of Santa?
Well, I had a jersey coming. That was going to be a big part of it. I'm not hoping it gets here yet. Holding hope for that. But other than that, anybody watching, if you can just send shots to his bar, that'd be awesome.
Sounds like a good game plan as any. If you got all the way to the end here and you won the entire pot to yourself, what would you spend it on?
I love my Crocs, and Carly thinks they're ugly, so I'd probably have to get a new pair and get her approval on them.
Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Oh, everybody in this area, big support fan here, support group, especially my teammates, Ray, Ben, Chase, and my doubles partner, Al. Those guys make the game a lot of fun and makes it easy to enjoy it and keep trying to get better.
Well, we're excited to see Gabe Steffen see if he can become the Grinch that stole Christmas going up against Sunshine Santa, Kenny Doyle, CSC Division 1. We wish you nothing but the best of luck.
My name is Gabe Steffen. You're watching the CSC Division 1 Challenger Series. Hope you tune in, have fun, and hopefully I can give them a ride.
Hey, it's Kenny Doyle playing for C&M Darts out of Skybox Sports Tavern, also representing Super Darts USA.
Well, Kenny Doyle, welcome back, Sunshine Santa, as the sun is shining bright today. We're happy to have you back in our CSC Challenger Series Division 1 stream. Last time we saw you, you had a great match against Kevin Schmitz. You guys nearly broke the 9-mark record, and it was honestly dynamite left and right. Can you tell me about how that match was for you?
I kept just hoping he wouldn't throw another 9-mark, and he kept doing it. It was nerve-wracking.
Well, you did come out on top, and you did fantastic at that. At most, you have 5 matches left in your season if you double dip in the finals. How do you feel about this campaign of the CSC for you compared to previous attempts?
It's it gets tougher every year. I'm more comfortable with it now. I don't really have the nerves, so it's more enjoyable now.
Well, tonight you're playing Gabe Steffen. What's going to be your game plan to kind of come out on top on this match?
Never played him before, so we're just going to go straight up, see what happens.
And then, of course, I would be amiss if I didn't talk to you about this. Sean's been calling you Sunshine State Santa, Sunshine Santa for short. How do you like that nickname? How do you feel about that?
Oh, it's fine. Everybody knows me by that now, so it's fine.
Now, for the people that are going to watch your match tonight, what is their big takeaway they should get if they're a new player and they want to learn something from it?
Don't get too high, don't get too low. There's always tomorrow. No matter what happens, it's okay. You'll be better next time.
And then is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Oh, just thank you for all the support. You guys are great.
Well, you heard it here. Kenny Doyle, Sunshine Santa, back at it again in his match against Gabe Steffen on the CSC Challenger Series. We wish you nothing but the best of luck in your match.
This is Kenny Doyle, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Welcome back once again to the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. Apparently, Kenny may let one rip here because the skybox is vacant, my man. What happened here?
Well, they know, hey, it's halftime. You'll get a break at halftime. Jacob Worley in the chat saying Will Stewart's stash in the back has got to be the best, and it's about time. Awesome screensaver. There's kicks in there saying that too. So they finally, I think, saw what was going on in the background. I think they all left to go get a drink at the same time and came back for the very end of the interviews. But well done, Nick Teixeira. But let's talk about this, okay? It's 4-3 Kenny Doyle over Gabe Steffen. We almost prefaced this as Kenny being an absolute favorite in this. I'm going to just bite my words now. Gabe's held his own. Even with him in the chat commenting on the match in real time with what's happening in the match, which is just impressive. But especially because they're playing for $700. basically. At least $700.
Yeah, $700 online is at $600 and $1,300 for our next spot up. But I just wanted to say, in regards to the screensaver, apparently Nick's got a little case of Willie Nelson with a little "You were always on my mind," as I'm always on his mind, apparently. Good little joke there, buddy. I appreciate it nonetheless.
Oh no, that was already there. It wasn't. It was always been there. It's not a joke. That's
good backup. Now that's gonna be on my mind 24/7. Appreciate that.
Just like you are on mine.
Maybe 5 years down the road, if I don't try to cut a stash, maybe I'll have that much in-depth growth there. So just Jeremy Byrne.
All right. So anyway, guys, A to Z Darts is giving away the winner's choice of any custom CSC jersey design tonight as part of the live stream giveaway. They are featuring the brand new Boom Goes the Texan design. You may choose that jersey or any other CSC season design, or the laughable sentence of the evening, any of the other Boom Goes the Dynamite series designs, because there's more than one. Tonight's raffle winner will get to personalize their jersey with a name, choose the preferred color type, and pocket type, if any. Just leave a comment in our chat. Who do you have tonight? Where are you tuning in from? Hashtag Gabe Fan Club there from Grace. So where's our Santa fans? Let us know in the chat. Automatically will enter you into tonight's live stream giveaway.
Well, let's go, folks. Let's see what Kenny can do here as he searches for the 18s, finds them with his first dart. Can he find more to produce some points? And he does with his last one, but it's only a 2-point advantage.
Well, we got Sunshine State Santa here, and we also have our very own St. Nicholas. So, St. Nick, what is Kenny showing right now? Is this his top level? Does he have another gear that he can get into?
I mean, it's hard to say there's another gear past 6-0, right? I mean, he's very high averaged the whole season, and he does play well in these situations, and he's only going to get better as the night goes on. That being said, I mean, right now Gabe is giving him some work, and it's putting the tax on the sleigh. It's tough. It's very much a hard situation right now, but I do see Kenny kind of keeping up this pressure, and if Gabe keeps it up too, this might go the distance, which I'm going to be honest, it's kind of surprising given the average difference.
Yeah, Kenny's definitely not putting the sleigh before the reindeer, and you got to admit that was good. I can't even say anything else. Like, that was the end of it. I knew I had hit the punchline perfectly, and I was done.
You're waiting for something back, and we're not going to give it to you there, my guy.
Gabe Steffen won that leg. It is 4-4 here. How about a 5.82 out of the break from Gabe Steffen? He just keeps showing us that he belongs in this match. And, he never had to prove that to us. We know why he's here. He's here because he's a fantastic dart player. But I think we're just seeing a new level from him that we're not used to seeing. And Kenny's not throwing bad darts. Gabe's just staying with him.
Well, just a reminder, this is what I said. This were the crucial legs. 8, 9, 10. Is the shift going to happen here? We'll find out. Going into that previous leg, it was a 5.91 and kind of a little shifted average here of a 4.96. I'm going to guess it was more like a 5.2, 5.02, 5.03 range for Gabe, as we may have missed a couple points in there. But that's where we were sitting at going into that previous leg, but we're just kind of crawling up still.
Well, boom goes the dynamite there again from Kenny Doyle. The 8th from him tonight. And Gabe going right back at him. How about a 7 mark to follow? That's good enough, man. The 7 marks have been aplenty in this matchup from both players, and they seem to do it in big moments back to back. Just like that.
6.67, 6.5. Man, and even Christopher Lim couldn't even do that. Oh, hi, Chris. How's it going, buddy? Thanks for joining us here.
Oh, Chris Lim? Well, nice to see you, sir. Long time no see. Well, how about that from Gabe Steffen? Boom goes the dynamite from him. And Jesse Gilbertson has Listen, Jesse, I'm just going to steal that from later on, but it's your fault that I'm singing tonight, just so you know. Oh, Santa almost stole one.
Certainly took his chance there.
Gabe's got to stay there now. Oh, he went to the 16s. It's a smart dart if it hits, but not if it misses. Colin Rath, he is rooting for the one with the better beard. That's going to be Kenny Doyle. There's a reason he's called Santa.
Colin's a little biased in that aspect because he's got a nice beard himself.
Yes, he does.
Close. Big close there for Kenny.
Colin, do I get to see you in a few weeks? Please tell me I get to see you in a few weeks.
Yeah, hopefully we can. I'll be able to see you guys as well. That'll be fun.
Yeah, Will can be the third wheel.
Thanks, appreciate it.
I'm just kidding.
Always the third wheel, my guy.
No, never.
Or are you the third wheel because Nick's got a secret infatuation with the screensaver? What?
It's
you
not
must
a
ask
secret.
him about that. How about that from Kenny? Gets another 9 mark in this leg. Look at these averages, guys. This is round 8, a 6.6 and a 6.83. This is insanity right now. Out of their minds.
Well, think about the pacing too. This is probably the game that's gone on the longest out of any of them. They've all been pretty much at 200 points or less, and they're going all ending before round 10. I mean, they're going by fast. These players are playing at an incredibly fast rate.
He's going for it. Oh, he just went for the win.
He did.
Kenny Doyle, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
And no winning darts here for Gabe, but he needs to now go double just put any pressure on it. Not going to do that. So one bullseye here will make it 5-4 Kenny. And he had to throw a 6.57 before the start to do so. 6.13. And again, he won that leg, but Gabe is just not backing down at any point. He has the firepower to stay with Kenny Doyle. And I was curious if I was going to see that from him. And I have seen it repeatedly.
And what's crazy is he kind of focused on the chat most of the better part of the first half of this match. I don't know if he's still listening in or not. I haven't seen a chat from him lately, but wow, to do that and hang with somebody is tough.
He, of course, I think had the best pants of the TOC finale, men's finale.
Yes, he was a CSI participant as well.
Yeah, he was a sharp-dressed man. Remember?
Oh, he was looking lovely.
Chris DeSoto saying he's got the dog in him tonight, and Kenny has the dog next to him. That, of course, is the beautifully well-behaved Skybox puppy dog. Nick, give us some information on the dog.
The dog's name is Sadie.
That's a beautiful pup.
So that is Daryl and Wendy's, which are the owners of Skybox.
Yeah, there's Daryl there.
Yep, Daryl over there sitting next to Austin Braswell. That is their dog, and dog's super sweet and just likes to hang out and will always stay pretty much right next to Daryl.
Well, Santa throws in a 9. Kenny Doyle is on fire right now, throwing a 7.67. Whew.
He's on fire, but he's looking to just barely escape Gabe for maybe just a moment in time, as this has been a tight niche affair this whole time. Really been a back and forth battle.
Eric Larson asking a good question. Who's under more pressure, Kenny or Gabe? Kenny with the name or Gabe coming into it? I would say that Gabe is got nothing to lose.
I would definitely come into it with if I was sitting in that spot, I'd feel pressure.
If you're Gabe?
Oh, heck yeah. I mean, but then again, you always see the name, and it's up to the player to turn off that value, because there's a lot of value to a name and how that player is known to play. I mean, you know what he's capable of. You've seen it before. He's obviously a frequent flyer of our CSC Challenger Series, being on the stream, comment and stuff. So you know what he's capable of. You just got to shut the door and kind of close that mindset off and take it to the board like you know how.
Kenny said it best in his interview. He's had experience in the CSC. He's been here for a while. He doesn't get nervous about it anymore. He just goes up and he treats it like he just played another league match, which he did 2 of them right before this. The one thing I can't say on Gabe's behalf, because it's our first time getting a chance to watch him, but we know for a fact Kenny is only feeling the pressure in small moments, but not a majority of the time.
Eric, to answer your question, we cannot lower the brightness on the board cam because then it will lower brightness on the actual board cam itself too. So we won't be able to see that as much. We've already talked about it. This is about the best we got, bud.
Hey, it's still been pretty
used to it
good for
now.
this evening. Yeah, it's still been pretty good. I mean, yes, there's a little light shift, but I mean, other than that, hey, we're playing darts and we're seeing a great quality affair here, and we hope you are enjoying it at home. Almost 700 of you folks tuning in.
Woo!
Make sure to like
Guys,
and comment if you have not.
hit that share button. We got ourselves a battle on our hands here. Gabe, Steffen, Kenny Doyle. Hit that share button. Let everybody else know about it. Ryan George, what's up, brother? Brian Henry saying I agree with Sean, so I'm going to take that as a win tonight. Eric Larson, stay with us here because I'm about to tell you what you want to know. First of all, the scoreline is now 6-4 Kenny. So now Gabe's going to have to break that throw once to get us to a last leg decider. Is that a factor?
Yes, because that's our first big break of throw. I told you this is going to be the meaningful point in the match. That was leg at 10 right there, and we saw a 2-leg differential now. That's our first point in the match that we've seen that. Now, can Kenny run away with this, or does Gabe fight back, get this leg, potentially get the next leg, and make it 6-6? If not, I think that Gabe's going to find it tough to win this battle. If this is potentially 7-5, that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, Gabe's going to have to obviously win this leg, and then he might need to break right then and there. Might be the time to do so. See him right here holding his own. How about that? Boom goes the dynamite from Gabe Steffen. And Nick doesn't have the script in front of him, so I'm going to go ahead and read this. But do you want to know how to become eligible to play in major PPD events like the CSC Challenger Series?
Let's hear it.
Well, players become eligible for those by playing in PPD leagues or DRTs, daily remote tournaments. Leagues are starting daily, so get involved by going to dartstoc.com and checking out the map. The map will show any location with G3 boards within the PPD system. They are always accepting new members, so if you're not seeing anything in your area, just have your vendor contact them on the website. From there, players can sign up for leagues on the website. It doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. Consistently playing in one league a week will keep a player eligible for this event in the future. Again, go to dartstoc.com to get signed up today. Did you see I did the whole thing with my eyes closed?
That was fantastic, buddy. Good job there. Couldn't tell if you did or not.
I did.
Let's be honest there.
Gabe with a huge lead, 7.0. I open my eyes and I see this beautiful, beautiful display. That's a second of this leg.
And
Boom goes the dynamite.
And it's not like Kenny is sitting here knowing when to hold them, knowing when to fold them. He's putting forth a good effort here. 6.5 here in this leg. It's just not enough.
Yeah, he just doesn't know when to walk away or know when to run. Gabe to win this leg. Man, so good. Even points it. 6.86 beats a 6.50. That is the second time Kenny Doyle has lost a leg throwing a 6.3 plus. Stupid. Good.
I was about to say, if somebody doesn't at least give way to that Kenny Rogers reference, my goodness.
Gabe right back in the chat saying good strategy there. So let's give himself a little patty pat on the back. Usually hitting 9 marks is a good strategy, as Kenny Doyle shows us right here. Boom goes the Floridian. Or boom goes the Doylemite.
If I shoot a 6.86 the rest of the way, Madden likes my chances, said Gabe Steffen in the background. Well, if that happens, he'll be singing "Island in the Streams" with our man Nick Teixeira behind the production table. And unfortunately, Kenny Rogers won't be a part, as that's a white horse there from Kenny Doyle.
Gabe right now is 6.87 is not going to do it. As Kenny's throwing a 9.
Could we see a possible perfect? What?
Why'd you ruin it?
I had to say it. To say it. And
speaking of ruining it, Gabe ruined it. Who does that? Rude. Boom goes the Dynamite, I guess. Ruins the chance at the perfect. Well,
but does it?
Oh, there it goes. See? He had to throw it the double 16. Gross dart. Barely hits the hanger. But, woo. The fact that Gabe is still throwing a 7.5 is crazy.
No, he is throwing fantastic this evening. I mean, he is right there with Kenny most of his leg. He's only had that one dip, as mentioned before, and it was that fifth leg where he threw a 3, and he threw a 4. I mean, it was a heavy 4. It was like a 4.8, 4.9 in one leg. But man.
Sorry, Kenny just won that with a 7.50.
Yeah, it's insane.
A 7.50. That is gross. As he takes a 7-5 lead.
That is
holy goodness.
Grotesque indeed, sir.
Santa is whooping up on the Grinch in some of these legs. And the Grinch isn't throwing bad darts.
And that's what he said, unless he throws a 7.5.
7.5.
Well, there's another view of the dog as Nick will zoom in.
And then he hits up Boom Goes the Dynamite. Gabe Steffen just put that in the chat and then hits a 9 mark on the 20s right out the gate. Holy goodness. And Kenny. Wow.
There's
the wave. This is Skylar giving us some dance moves in the background.
This is the kind of stuff we're going to see the rest of the way here in this CSC Challenger Series. As folks, we are coming down. This is the top 6. Next is 4th place match. I mean, what?
What? Oh my goodness. They're both on the 9.
What is going on here, folks? Look at this. Gabe closes the door and we continue on. Come on.
Oh, baby. Oh, he blew it.
And he just easily says, well, outside. Why not? Austin just chuckles and gives a little clap as Steffen looking to take advantage.
Oh, my God.
Come on, big guy.
Guys, this is where I throw in my cliche. I say this all the time. Darts is not this easy. If this is your first time watching darts, if you've never played before and you're like, oh, this looks super easy, obviously, it's not. These guys are extremely good, and they're showing us ridiculous darts right now. Gabe Steffen included here in this 8.33 average that he's going on.
Well, he looked at Kenny and said, oh, you're going to throw me a 7.5? I got to throw you something better, hopefully. He's currently was throwing an 8+. Now it's a 7. Still pretty handy here in this leg.
Yeah, again, we have to say the fact that Kenny's still throwing a 6.67 and Gabe threw 8 perfect darts into the first 9, it says everything you need to know about these competitors right now.
You saw that moment of hesitation there from Kenny as he was just thinking, all right, do I go for another 15 here and then I've got the lead, or should I go attack now and add some pressure? And he took his moment there. I can't say that's a bad decision being up 7.5.
I think he overthought it. I think he knows it. 95% of the time he's just going to point those 15s, right?
I
Why do
would
something different
agree.
there?
I would agree. I mean, I would agree, but at the same time, I mean, he's kind of in that, and make it 7-6. And I've got a 2-leg advantage here. What's one shot at it? You know.
Oh, Gabe, a
Ooh.
6.19 from him, and it is 7-6. And here comes the most important leg of the night for Gabe Steffen and for Kenny Doyle until the next leg. So here we go.
Gabe says, I like gifts. Christmas is awesome, as he's looking to steal Christmas away from Santa Claus here, hopefully, and advance into that 4th place match where money would be, what, 17, right? 1750?
Yeah.
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 Alrighty. Sweet.
1750 to 2,250, and then $4,500 as Gabe Steffen, boom goes the Dakotan. That he's starting to really show up now. This is a whole new gear from him. Is he the next new CSC Challenger Series star?
I wouldn't have picked him out of this bunch of players to finish in the top 6 this year. I'll say that. He's definitely played very well. And he's playing amazing in this matchup right now. What we thought was maybe a potential matchup where maybe Kenny wins this by a little bit has now turned into a death match.
Here's the thing. For all the people that say all stats matter, I'm a big proponent of what Mike Maloney and those guys say about all the stats and how they matter. They do. But right now, Gabe is defining the stats. Those stats, his season average and everything that's happened up until this point doesn't show. What shows right now is his mentality, his focus, and his determination. And it's all coming together for him and putting up a great performance against one of the toughest opponents that the CSC has ever seen.
Yeah, but I'm going to say the real thing here. If he doesn't win this match tonight, he's not going to care how he just shot, right?
Yeah.
So he's got to still stay in this fight. Gets the point lead, and this might be his best chance here, depending on what Kenny does in this round. Oh, that's going to help there.
Kenny. He's going to attack the 16s or stay there. He'll stay there.
Here's the opening. 4 of them give him a look.
Can Gabe walk through the door?
Oh, we can't get 4 of them now. Nope, he said no thank you to the door.
Jordan Meyer saying anybody can be anybody. Stats don't matter. You could say that, but
over a race to 9,
stats are definitely a bar for what you've been playing lately. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
I would say that is absolutely true. If it's a race to 2, a race to 3, right? But a race to 9, stats matter at that point, right? Like, to keep it together for that many legs, you gotta show that consistency at some point, right?
Well, folks, that's the first time we've seen both of our players this evening average in the 4s.
Yep, and that's because they both put so much pressure on each other that it happened. But here we go.
You can see Nick. You can see the friendship between Kenny and Nick here. I mean, it's fantastic. I keep saying fantastic. I get off that statement. Here we go. It's great. I mean, Kenny, after almost every leg, will go back there and have at least some words with Nick.
I mean, 110%, buddy, and it's good to see. It's good to see, but this is a little bit of an opening here for Kenny early in this leg. And he's taking advantage of it. Ooh. Boom goes the Floridian.
This is a bad strategy, says Gabe Steffen.
Yeah, to open up the 4 market. It's a bold move, Cotton. We're going to see if it pays off for him.
Well,
and he follows with a 2. Uh-oh.
yeah, this could be hurtful here if Kenny can put a big one in here.
Even just the close here is fine. Yep.
Yeah. Well, folks, don't forget to check out Magicware, a custom made to order darts jersey company. Start your custom order ASAP. If you have a deadline approaching like a tournament, they specialize in helping larger teams, leagues, and businesses. However, there are one-off design options for individual or small teams in their ready design category. If you have a complex design idea, you can always call them directly to speak directly with Jin or Daniel, our graphic design crew, and try to explain it, or rather than try to explain it over email. So pretty cool access there. Reach out today, magicware.com. Does Kenny wrap it up here, bud? I mean, this looks pretty promising for him right now.
Yeah, it's cruise control until he's tried to shoot at a double there for no reason. And hits it on the outside. Thanks a lot, Mike Maloney, for showing that move to Kenny Doyle. And now Gabe, still a little bit of an open door here. But he's got to shimmy down that chimney, or else he's not going to be stealing any gifts from Christmas. This has just not been the leg to come out shooting a 3.2, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he threw, like we mentioned earlier, that he threw a 3 earlier, and this is possibly his
Kenny.
second 3, and it's a bad time to do it. But I mean, Kenny's kind of leaving the door open here.
Yeah, what is you doing?
Kelly is recommending some more PBR. I'm guessing that's practice bulls regularly.
Yep, for sure.
Or a sudsy, good old cold one. Either way.
Well, one more 15 will pretty much lock it up. Gabe needs 6 of them. And I'm talking about bulls. And nope. Not going to do that. So it's looking like Santa is going to save Christmas once again. 2 bulls away. And there it is. Buddy, Santa throughout the evening added Rudolph to his group of reindeer. And man, he had 9s for days.
I'll say this. Gabe really played well throughout the evening.
Yep.
You know, those last couple legs, yeah, we kind of took a stumble there, but I mean, it was a great display of darts this evening. Congrats to both our players. Congrats to Gabe on a fantastic run to the top 6 here. He's going to walk away with $600.
Yep.
Good amount of money. Good amount of money. That'll buy a few pairs of shoes.
Oh yeah, or maybe a couple of pairs of those pants.
Yeah, maybe we'll see him in a nice fancy outfit for TOC this year, coming up in October.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, if there are more dart players in existence like Gabe Steffen, with how he plays the game, with how much he jokes around, with how just lighthearted he is. He was just in the chat, said great games or great shooting, Kenny. This game would be so much better, right? So you root for someone like him, and I know he'll be back. And he showed us a different gear tonight that I don't even know if he thought he had in him. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely had some times in those matches where he was putting together some rounds of like 9, 7, 9. I mean, it was just back and forth, where it was just like, man, I'm playing out my mind right now. But that's what you have to do in order to try to win this CSC Challenger Series. And right now, Leonard Gates, our king seat holder, it's gonna take a lot to dethrone our two-time champion.
Well, he's not the King seat holder yet. Mike Maloney has something to say about that.
Mike's gonna kill me. Mike's gonna kill me. That
Well,
match is gonna be coming up when? Next week?
Next week. April 10th. So we get the Masters on Sunday, and then Monday we have the King seat match for Division 1. Mike Maloney against the champion of champions, but not King seat yet, Mr. Leonard Gates. And the winner tonight takes on the winner of Mike Carter and Ram Guevara. So we'll see who wins that one. And that fourth place match, is that going to happen next week as well? So we're only going to get the King seat. We're going to skip that fourth place match, I'm going to guess. So
yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Just because they're also trying to make sure this is done before NDA, so that way the players don't have to take a week off, then come back. I also do want to say while I'm on here real quick, Skybox is actually doing their first ever little stream this Saturday, so they wanted to give a little shout out to the bar there. So good luck to them with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and just for you folks at home that kind of want to know right now, Mike Maloney throwing a 5.72 average. Leonard Gates 5.45 going into that King seat match.
Yeah, and you still assumed Leonard was going to win.
Well,
hey,
whoopsies.
Hats off to Gabe Steffen. $600 can buy you a lot of Crocs, so don't you worry. You can get a couple pairs, maybe get some bright colors that's going to match some outfits. And then Kenny Doyle is back doing Kenny Doyle stuff, and I don't know who it's going to be, either Ram or Mike Carter, but they're going to have a tough test in the fourth place match, I'm going to say.
They certainly will, because we saw quite a performance this evening. Sorry we don't have the final numbers to an exact T this evening, but
he threw one leg in the fours, and it was a high fours, and he threw a 7.5. He had some losing legs that were 6.5 and a 6.38. I'm going to guess he was right around a 6.0.
Oh, yeah, I'm guessing he was probably a 5.85 to a 5.95, if I'm going to be exact. But
it might have been the best performance of the CSC this year so far. Mike Maloney's week 1 might still beat it, but just barely.
We will see in anticipation how we round out. Don't forget Division 2 coming up this Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. per usual. Who do we got, Nick? Do you have that information off the top of your head? If not, I'm looking. No big deal. It's Chris Watson versus Brandon Neal. So before you even get to it, boom, boom, boom. That's going to be a good one as well.
Yeah, it will. I'm looking forward to that one a lot. Of course, we know the bar darter, and then
Omaha
Mirror Selfie himself. Yeah, it's two personalities, two really fun, good personalities that are both smart, well-established dart players. It's gonna be quite the battle. I'm excited for it.
Well, don't miss out. Set that reminder now. Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Come join us for Division 2 as Chris Watson takes on Brandon Neal. We'll be there. We hope you are as well. Will Stewart, Sean Green, Nick DeShare in the background. We'll see you next time for more CSC Challenger Series brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts.
Have a great night, guys.